Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be going over mentality advice to help yourself be stronger in that aspect. And I will also talk about good ways to set goals for yourself to make them more achievable or help keep you motivated. Tip number 1, believing in your character. There's no point in playing said character if you don't believe that they can succeed at a higher level. Having a co-main / secondary is totally okay. There's nothing wrong with doing some soul searching and finding someone that you enjoy playing. But make sure that despite what others say, you believe in them. Don't listen to other people's opinions or these tier lists or any of that. As long as you believe that you can make it work, that's all that matters. Tip number 2, don't be afraid of losing. Losing is improving, and accepting that everyone loses is a part of the journey of improvement. When you lose, it gives you the chance to learn more about yourself as a player and brainstorm new options or ways to deal with things that you believe you are struggling with. It's impossible for someone to win every single set they play in tournaments. The quicker that you accept it is okay to lose, the easier it will be not only on your mental health, but it makes the improvement process easier as well. Alright, tip number 3, learning the difference between could've and should've. Never tell yourself, I should have won, or I should have done this option. Telling yourself, I could have done this option, or I could have beaten this person, is way better than saying I should have. Just being honest, if you should have won, then you would have. There's no way around that. But saying I could have is a less emotional option, and it allows you to look at things with a clearer mind, and you can understand what went wrong and what you could do next time. Alright, for number 4, we got avoiding tilt mid-match. If you're finding that you're getting flustered or you're getting frustrated, slow down the pace of the game, take some deep breaths in and out, nod your head, whatever you need to do to get back in the zone. There's a lot of people that struggle with this, even me included sometimes. But it's important to work on this because once you stop thinking clearly about the game, you let yourself get frustrated, everything just starts to snowball. Instead of shaking your head no and slumping in your chair when you die, sit up straight, nod your head, accept that it happened. Take some deep breaths on the angel platform when respawning. That's something that's really helped me lately. Helps me when the games are close. Once I notice that I'm getting flustered or I'm trying to force a kill, I stop and I just take a breath. Alright, for the 5th one, never compare yourself to others. A famous quote that you probably have heard before is comparison is the thief of joy. Never compare yourself to those around you, such as this person has gotten so much better than me, or I feel like I'm falling behind compared to everyone else. Progress is never linear. Sometimes it feels like you're going to be taking a step forward and a step back. That is totally normal. This game is brutal at times, and becoming better at anything just takes time. But you never know how much work someone is putting behind the scenes. Some people just have the ability to digest information and apply it better than others. But learning to get through these moments of ruts is important and helps you build yourself up as a player. Even if you feel like you're burning out, there's nothing wrong with just resting for a bit before you get back to the grind. Alright, the final tip. Tip number 6. Having no expectations. Don't underestimate anybody, but don't overestimate anyone either. Every game is a new game, every set is a new set, and as I listed before, you never know how hard someone has been working and preparing in the background. But on the flip side, nobody knows how hard you've been working. Don't hold players on this pedestal, and especially don't go into any sets just thinking you're going to lose just because somebody is known. There's a lot of variables in this game, so it's important to take every set seriously. It could be someone you might think is bad, or it could be the best in the region. But what is important is that you believe you can do it, you lock in, and you just play the set like you normally would. Okay, so now let's get on to setting goals. There's some very common misconceptions when setting a goal or multiple goals. A big thing is long-term goals versus short-term goals. I believe that it's important to have a long-term goal that you can achieve over the course of months or even a semester if you're in college. A very common one people have is being PR'd or just moving up in the rankings. That is a good long-term goal to have. However, if that is the only goal you have and you're struggling to achieve it, it can affect not only your mental, but your motivation to keep the grind up. This is where short-term goals come in. They could range from wanting to top 8 local tournaments consistently, going 2-2 or above, or even just in-game things. An example would be when I was learning Snake, a big thing I wanted to focus on was hitting more grenade conversions in tournaments, such as nade up air, nade back air, etc. That is a short-term goal that I could achieve in tournaments. And when I met that goal, I set a new goal for myself. For some people, it could be I want to work on not rolling out of the corner or jumping at a disadvantage. Or I want to get better at hitting this combo I've been practicing. It could also just be something simple, like I want to land more grabs. These are specific short-term goals that can be achieved and that can help you stay motivated while you work towards your long-term goal. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching if you've made it this far. This is my first time doing something like this, like a commentary style video. So I'm sorry if it's like super scuffed, but I'm going to be making more videos over the course of like even a week or a month. I will start streaming these when I get a capture card. I got some videos lined up going over just like stage control, neutral positioning, how to improve like your advantage state, your disadvantage, stuff like that. I enjoyed making this. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.